fucking ashamed of yourself. You're fucking scum. You're fucking pigs! Patriarchy. Fucking rape apologist, incest supporting, woman hating, fucking scum.
Woman hater!
Patriarchy, fuckface.
You and your son and your everybody and your friends, bunch of fucking men.
Fucking scum.
This is what men's rights look like. This is what men's rights look like. This is what men's rights look like.
Feminist theory is not the Bible. It is not the Declaration of Independence. It is not the Charter of Rights and Freedoms.
You're damn right we target feminist ideology. Feminist ideology teaches nothing but hate and contempt for men and boys.
Feminism must be like a psychedelic drug. I swear to God, because nothing they say is remotely close to reality.
We're going to continue to call feminists out on their hate and bigotry, and we really don't give a damn if they like it or not.
Well, you know what, feminism? If you don't like the rule of law, then don't be part of society. Go somewhere else.
Blue Collar Red Pill, with your host, the One Dan Army Dan Aarons, and Jack Nightrunner Barnes.
Welcome back to another edition of Blue Collar Red Pill Radio. I'm your host, Jack Barnes. Tonight we're going to be talking about the Women Against Feminism, more specifically the feminist response to this group. Now, some of you may agree or disagree with some of the things that are said by these women on the Women Against Feminism Tumblr page, their Facebook page, or on Twitter. That's not the issue. The issue tonight that we're going to be talking about is the feminist response. It is very important. It is a thermometer of what is actually going on right now. And with that, I'm going to bring on my co-host, Danny. Danny, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good there, Jack. What's shaking down there?
Man, it's been some beautiful weather this week. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, just unreal how cool it's been.
Really? Yeah, it's been pretty nice up here. We've had a little bit of weather. I think it's like, feminist Twitter tears about the, Women Against Feminism hashtag. Possibly, maybe. I see quite a few articles out there.
Yep. Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest host tonight. Some say he is a kitten whisperer. On his lunch break, he goes down to the local deli just to watch the women make sandwiches. He once beat Anita Sarkeesian at tic-tac-toe in just one move. The fictional character of Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Batman, is loosely based on his life. Most of you know him as the Man on the Street, but his superhero name is Al Martin. Al, welcome to the show.
Oh, that was really good, Jack. I appreciate that. I'm doing good. Thanks a lot for having me. I appreciate being here.
Yep. Yeah, we're glad to have you. Okay, Danny, have you got some articles for us?
Well, not really. I've just been following the hashtag there. There was a recent one here, Cosmopolitan. I thought that was kind of interesting, if I can pull the link.
Well, it's just...
There's been a huge amount of them. They're all over like HuffPo's written, I think, about 3 or 4 articles. It's I think I did a Google search and it came up like with a huge phenomenal number at one point in time today. It was quite interesting.
Yeah,
I looked it up a little bit ago too when we were discussing what we were going to discuss. If that makes any sense. And it was just holy moly! They're going into overdrive. The dam and the levees have all broken, and they don't know what the hell to do. I love it. I think it's brilliant.
It is hilarious. They're all over each other. Feminism is supposed to be all about choice and whatnot, but if somebody chooses to be a non-feminist, look out, they're in trouble. Well,
I just think it's it's a culmination, and what's beautiful is because it was originally started by a woman, I believe, and of course she's getting all kinds of death threats and stuff from what I've read. You know, I hate saying it, but when a woman says something, as far as against feminism or pro male or whatever, people tend to listen a little better. So and this girl, I'm not going to use her name because I'm not sure if she really was being harassed, and if she was, I don't want to add to it. But she, all she was just saying was, hey, you don't speak for me. Enough of this. And it just took off like gangbusters, and now they're scrambling because they're like, wait a minute, we don't understand what we speak for these poor widow women. They're all oppressed. They're all oppressed. Well, there's a lot of women out there, and there's young girls too. Not just when I say young girls, I mean college age, and they're going crazy. I think it's hilarious. I love it.
I just did like a Google search and just women against feminism comes up with like 11,400 results.
Now, is that stories or just references?
I've got I clicked the news tab on Google.
Ah, okay. So so it's stories. Well, a lot of the I don't want to say leftists, but for lack of a better term, a lot of the media outlets that are more pro-feminist than anything else, let's say, are they're all scrambling. I read a story earlier today about something about why is this hashtag is very upsetting, and these women don't understand, and no, you don't understand. That's the problem, and they're tired of you talking for them.
Yeah. That's exactly what it's coming up as far as what the women are speaking out against. I'd like to correct that. I put it in quotation marks, and I did it like a little more of a Boolean search. It's 1,120 results under news.
Wow, that's still. I mean, we're talking only a couple of days old here.
We are.
It actually makes me feel good because it was the same thing that happened a few months back. With cancel Father's Day crap. And it's nice to see something, trending, as they call it, because I just joined Twitter myself. I'm along with the other goodies. I mean, it's nice to see that something is people are starting to wake the hell up.
Oh, isn't it fun watching the feminists pop in 144 characters?
Oh, it's beautiful, beautiful. I'm actually having fun doing that. I don't know how I missed doing this Twitter thing before, but. I mean, I'll admit it's kind of a you go 20 minutes and then it's no longer fun. But it's the idea. And the next thing you know, 700,000 zillion people are writing, or retweeting what you said, and then something's trending, and it's like, whoa, what the hell just happened? That's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. A little technical problems.
Jack. We I'm Batman.
That's right. Hey. All right. Yeah.
So we were just talking about how popular it's become there, Jack. That it's kind of funny. Feminism's all about choice, but as long as it's their choice.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Or something?
Yeah. Well, listen to this. I pulled this. I took some screenshots of some of the Twitter feed over there. And I just want to read this one. Okay, it says, I feel like hashtag women against feminism is the biggest oxymoron to exist. You don't have to be a feminist, but you sure as heck have no right to be against it. Oh, really?
Now, see, that they don't even see how ridiculously retarded that statement is. I mean, really? I it's like these are kids coming out of college. Really? Holy shit! What did you do with mommy and daddy's money?
Demand a refund. Fraud.
Yeah, really.
Call the fraud.
Yeah, but you don't have a right to be anti-feminist. I mean, setting aside the fact that he just told women they don't have a right to make their choices. It was a male, I do believe. I'm not sure about that. Scott.
Yeah, I think it was a black man at that.
It may have been. I can't tell about.
Could be confusing it with one of the other ones, but yeah. It's still crazy.
I think this. There was a really good tweet. You know what? There's also been some really good poignant tweets. There was one that went out about maybe women wouldn't be against the hashtag women against feminism wouldn't be trending if kill all men, if feminists didn't start kill all men.
There you go. That's exactly what I was talking about, the end Father's Day thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these hashtags, condemning, just, the penis in general. Well, some women are really getting fed up with that. And that's great. I'm glad to hear it, because I always knew, and I'm sure we all did, I always knew that there were plenty of women out there that don't go along with this crap. I mean, my wife of 28 years, she's a very, brilliant woman, super, very professional. We have 2 children, a boy and a girl. I mean, shoot, they don't prescribe to this crap. And when they hear these rads go crazy and talk about, end Father's Day and stuff like that, or kill all men, my daughter, a good example, she came to me and said, "Dad, did you see this?" I said, yeah, I've seen that. Is your group doing something about this? I said, well, it'd be nice if we could, but we're trying.
We do what we can, when we can, however we can, just about. As long as it's, nonviolent and legal.
Speaking of nonviolent, here's an interesting tweet from, all I can call her is a little girl. She looks like a kid, and entitled Daddy's Little Princess. Okay, it says, "That's not lipstick. It's the blood of anyone seriously using the hashtag women against feminism."
Yes, I did see that one. She's the one that actually, if you read below that capture you said, she sells handbags or something or other. I'm like, okay, what the hell is wrong with you, young lady?
Yeah, I'm going, oh my God. I don't really consider that to be someone advocating violence, but the blood of someone, you're wearing their blood as lipstick over something they said, over they're voicing their opinions that you don't agree with. I mean, come on.
Well, what about the Asian American girl, or at least she looks Asian American, let's say, or let's just say a young lady. The fact that women against feminism exists is a good reason to bring on a new plague. I mean, what the hell is going through your brain? Is there a brain there?
It's feminist logic. Come on. It's why we can't have nice things.
Oh, my God. I mean, this stuff, one of them was saying how, the hashtag makes it physically hurts her. Well, actually, my head hurts reading this retardedness.
But yeah, that was a big thing. There was several feminists that said, this makes me sad. This hurts my feelings and physically hurts her and all this kind of. One of them said it hurts my heart and my lungs to see these women tweeting this. You know what, ladies? Grow the fuck up. Not everybody's going to agree with you. It's first thing. And second, these women are voicing their opinions. You should be celebrating this. You're a feminist, right? Right?
Yeah, but if you do not, parrot the party line, then you are not allowed to say what you want to say and do what you want to do. You're only allowed to do what they tell you you're allowed to do and say. I mean, some of these kids, and I say they're kids because some of them, you see the images, they're ridiculously young. And they're saying the most retarded, ridiculous things. Look at this one. Women against feminism must not be aware of the millions of women that are kidnapped every day and sent to baby-making factories. What? What the fuck are you talking about?
I said I replied to that.
Let me interrupt for a second here, guys. Hey, let's give a shout out to the chat room there because we're kind of watching it. Post your best feminist twit idiot. Post the best. Post the best one.
Yeah, everybody listening in the chat room and everybody listening to this right now, this is gonna end up on YouTube, and I'm gonna have these tweets on the video so you guys can see them, see what we're talking about here. But yeah, Al, I replied to her tweet about 1 million a million women being kidnapped. I said, 1 million? Seriously? She said, well, you must not realize that there's places outside the United States. 1 million daily.
Yeah. Okay. And this coming from somebody that calls himself at Feminine Wash. I mean, really? What? I'm supposed to take you seriously?
Danny, I believe you had a little confrontation with one. Was it Gremlin Girl? She said, I'm not talking about killing myself. I'm talking about stabbing all the stupid people.
Yeah, she kind of said, put up a whole bunch of stabby knifey kind of pictures, tweets or whatever, said I'm thinking of stabbing all the stupid people on this hashtag or something, and I kind of got her to clarify her intentions, and she wasn't too smart about it, and then just kind of ran away. These strong, empowered women, when you start asking them to clarify what they're saying, they're like, I think a little bit of a light goes off, and it's like, wait a minute here. Oh no, run. I can't face the truth. I can't face the facts.
Well, it's the one that I really liked the most, Dan and Jack, was not the most, but I just thought was hilarious, was if you're a woman and you've been hearing a lot about campus sexual assault lately, hashtag thank a feminist. Well, that's actually very true, because they're the ones perpetuating the bullshit narrative out there.
Yeah, I mean, they're hyping up the numbers, and they're making this epidemic of rape on campus. Rape is going down. It's decreasing. Over entire society, rape, along with other violent crimes, is decreasing.
Well, you know why it is, right? Because us penises have been taught that rape is bad. It's a good thing for us.
Sure about that? I heard that it was like 5 out of every 3 women raped on college campuses. I heard it
was 5 out of every 1.
Every day.
Third and
every day across 1 million campuses. There's other places in the world,
Oh, that's right, yeah. With them calling us dudes now. Have you noticed that? Instead of using the term MRA or men's rights activist or guy or man or penis or dickhead or whatever, they're all using the term dude now. Why is that?
I don't know. That's a new one. Something about this dude bro thing.
Yeah. I mean, have you noticed it too, Jack, or is it just me? Maybe I'm just weird.
Yeah, I've noticed them calling guys dude bros. I don't know what it means, but yeah. It's got to be some other sexist slur, that they use. Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys notice the racism, the heterophobia, and the religious bigotry that they were spewing over there? Oh, these women are all white. They're all cis. They're all straight. They're all Christian. That's the reason they're doing this. Well, no, I saw some black women over there saying that they were against feminism. I don't know about the cis and straight and...
I don't even know what the rest of stupid freaking acronyms are anymore. It's like, hi, I'm Joe, and I'm an ABR 96532B. What the fuck is that? All right, you're either het or you're not. I don't care, actually. What does that got to do with the price of tea in fucking China? It doesn't. I don't care.
Well, it doesn't to us, Al, but it does to them. It matters to them.
Well, that's the point. I mean, and that's why this is getting upsetting to them, to the feminists, because the narrative is being cracked, and it's not being cracked by the evil patriarchy. It's not being cracked by the evils of Paul Elam and his super minions. It's being cracked by other women, and that is really scary to them.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Women are starting to turn against feminism. And like you guys were saying a while ago, we all knew this. We all knew that the majority of women are anti-feminist because the statistics, show that. The problem is now they feel empowered to speak up.
Exactly.
And speak out. And that's the problem. Feminists have got to shut this up. They've got to shut them down if they're going to survive, and they know it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, a lot of people won't. I mean, they'll admit that they prescribe to it somewhat, but they still will not give themselves the label. And those are the fence sitters. And then you get the others that have always sat by and just kept their mouths shut. And they're finally saying, you know what? Enough's enough. I've had it. You people don't speak for me. I don't agree with what you're saying. And oh, by the way, I happen to like fucking guys. So shut up.
Yeah. And what was you going to say, Dan?
Oh, I was going to say, well, doesn't feminism say gender's a construct? So I'm a woman against feminism. I know. My beard gives it away, right?
Well, I'm actually a lesbian, so.
Yeah, I think we're all lesbians here.
Yeah, there we go. We got lesbians against we should start that as a hashtag. God damn it. Lesbians against feminism.
Gender is a social construct, so whatever I say that I am, that's what I am. And sexual orientation, that's supposed to be fluid. I'm supposed to be able to just move it back and forth. So hey, right now I'm a woman and I'm a lesbian and I'm against feminism.
Well, I'm so proud of you. You know what? I need a moment. I'm about to shed a tear here. You are just so empowered right now, my darling. Just give me a moment, okay?
Oh, thank you, Al. Another one of these screenshots.
Hey, hold on here. Don't forget that we're all victims here. Victims of rape. I don't ever remember, my egg, the egg that I came from, given the sperm. Enthusiastic consent. I'm pretty sure my mom didn't have pom-poms up in her hoo-ha showing enthusiastic consent for that sperm to penetrate.
That's right. That's right. And, I passed out at a party one time and woke up. I don't remember being raped, but I might have been. And I kind of believe that I was. So if I believe that I was, then yes, I was raped.
Well, it stands to reason. If you say you were, you were. And here's your bozo badge that you get to wear and tell everybody about it. Especially random people on the internet. Hey, oh, by the way, hi, how are you? I've been raped.
Yes.
That's really important, you need to do that.
Yeah, she was a trip, wasn't she?
So now, you know what we've done? We've just all become feminists because we've proved, we've said that it is whatever it is.
Oh, so is that what it means when it says, get in touch with your feminine side?
Feminism is whatever I say it is, right? Remember? Because personal is political, so it's like trying to nail Jello to the fucking wall, as it's been said, as it's been noted by others.
Yeah, I think someone told Karen it was like sword fighting the fart, or a fart. And that's about the way it is because they changed the definition to it's like feminism is non-stick. Every time you look at what this feminist said, they just changed the definition. Well, that's not feminism, or that's not my feminism. So feminism means whatever they say it means, so it can mean whatever I say it means.
So it's right up there with the Constitution. You just change it as you feel, as you see fit. You feel like changing it, just change it. What the hell, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I went political there. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. But
use it when it's to your advantage, and ignore it when it's not.
Well, Jack, bring up some more of these images. I'm sure the people in the chats and your listeners will probably love some of these things that we've.
Oh yeah,
because you shared a lot of them with me.
Yeah, here's a racist one. this woman is making fun of the hashtag. She says, hashtag women against feminism because I only desire the touch and command white supremacist men. Because, yeah.
Okay, what the hell was she trying to say?
She's trying to say that these women who are against feminism are they want to be dominated by men, and wherever she gets this from, that these men are also white supremacists.
Oh,
don't ask me. I can't follow it.
Well, here's the thing. Hey, feminists. If that's what they like, isn't that what you supposedly stand for? Whatever she wants, she should be able to have, and her sexuality and slut walks and all that other stupid shit. Well, hey, if she happens to like being donged by some big meanie guy with a friggin' schwa sticker on his fucking forehead, what's it to you? Seriously. I mean, I'm being quite ridiculous myself, but seriously, I mean, if you claim that that's what you're about, then what's your problem? If that's what she wants, then she's empowered to do what she wants.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. My call dropped off for a second. Were we talking about Gloria Steinem?
No, my favorite is Hanoi Jane. She's my lovey.
Okay. All right, here's another one. Here's a good one. Now, for all of you people out there who do not believe that feminism is wants to take us back to a time when women were protected and all this kind of stuff, just listen to this. To the hashtag women against feminism, you are fighting a movement to keep yourself safe and protected. Now, first off, I just want to say this. If you live in the United States, you do not have a right to be safe all of the time. You don't have that right. Because if you were to have that right, that means they would have to take all freedoms away from you. And you do not have a right to be protected at all times, except when you protect yourself. Go ahead, Al.
No, I was just agreeing with you. That's exactly what they want, though. They want, the utopian world where, what we say and what we do and what we think is what you need to say, do, and think. If you don't, then penis.
Yeah. What about it, Danny?
Patriarchy, fuckface.
You just heard me again.
Where's Batman? When you need him? Damn it!
You promised James you wouldn't hurt my feelings, and now you're doing the Twitter thing and you're upsetting me. And I'm just telling James on you. That's it.
My little pussy hurts. Oh.
Okay. Here's something else I noticed about. Here's something else I noticed about this. It was there were so many of these feminists on there turning it into women against women. Okay, just listen to this. Hashtag women against feminism. It's just a more pretentious way of saying woman against woman, or excuse me, women against women. Let's see. They were trying to, in other words, by being against feminism, the ideology, the set of ideas, you are somehow against women, which is a demographic of society, people born with vajayjays.
But that's what feminism has always done to us as men. If you didn't agree with feminism, you automatically hated women. So these poor widow women that don't like feminism are actually just puppets of us evil patriarchy.
Yep.
It's so retarded. I just and I shouldn't even use that term because that's actually a mean term. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what other word to use. I just can't. I really can't fathom what in the hell they're thinking. Maybe they're not. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, Danny.
Oh, I was just enjoying, kind of thinking about, all these hashtags. I'm kind of watching, the Twitter count go up on how many more times the hashtag's gone.
Well, I did more today than I've done since I joined about a month or so ago on Twitter stuff, only because I think it's freaking hilarious. It's just every corner of the globe is all of a sudden saying, "Hey, we don't have to put up with this shit anymore. Let's say something," and I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to see these women standing up and speaking out. Here's another one. Hashtag women against feminism must not know that they wouldn't even be able to read or write if not for feminism.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
You know what? I want to expand on this one here, because one of the feminists that they're throwing out, because if without feminism you wouldn't be able to vote and stuff and read and stuff. Well, I suggest the feminists start looking up who got the right to vote, how they got the right to vote, and the difference of time when people got the right to vote. All people, because not all people had the right to vote. You had to be rich, own land, and even when Pankhurst and whatnot wanted to get the right to vote, it was for rich women.
White women, Danny, white.
Yeah, rich white women. It's history.
We got to be honest. I mean, that's really all they were concerned with. I mean, we have black people that had black people that died in wars that didn't have a right to vote, didn't have a right to own property. They were property, but yet they still went and fought for this country. The Civil Wars and whatever's. I mean, I'm not a historian, but you get my drift. She didn't give a damn about those people.
Well,
so they laid down their lives for us.
Al, let me correct you a little bit about that. Oh, yes, they did give a damn about those, people who weren't white. Take a look at Margaret Sanger. God bless her little eugenic soul.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Well, if you're going to beat on me on your damn radio show, I'm just never going to come back.
All right, guys, hold on just a second.
But hold on, let me finish the point here. What I'm saying is that feminists need to pick up a goddamn history book and do some fucking reading and stop believing the feminist rhetoric.
On that note, this woman said that women wouldn't be allowed to read or write. I'm going to throw out a little piece of history there. Do any of you know the first female-run business in the United States? What year it was and what it was, without using Google?
Condom factory?
Not hardly.
Oh.
What about it, Danny? You got any ideas?
First female
owned and run business. Without using Google.
Without using Google.
I might know the answer.
Hold on here.
Okay.
Cookie dough.
You're not allowed, James, because you're a freaking fountain of weirdo freaking information. So screw you.
Well, I could very well be wrong on this, but I think one of the earlier accounts that I read about was a rancher here in the Texas area. Her husband had died. She took over the business. She ended up driving thousands of heads of cattle up to Dallas every single year for auction, and was extraordinarily successful.
Well,
okay. This one.
Hold on. I want to answer. Okay. I want to answer here. I'm going to say something to do with printing or writing.
You're right. It was a woman and her mother ran a print shop in one of the original colonies in 1766.
Nuh-uh. You're faking fibbing.
I'm thinking it goes back even farther in Europe.
Oh yeah, in Europe. I was just talking about here in the United States.
She had to be sucking somebody's dick to get that.
Actually, her husband died, just the same as with your deal. Her husband died, and she just took it up and ran it, and she became so successful that colony named her the official printer for the colonial government.
No, there's some historians that are in the movement, and they post some incredible some incredible pieces of history. And if you pay attention and you read these pieces of history, you discover the lies that feminists have. You uncover feminist lies. For one of them would be like the rule of thumb. There's a classic feminist lie.
Mm-hmm.
Another one would be like the Super Bowl lie. There's another classic feminist lie. So if you pay attention and read the history, you'll see that feminism has been nothing but a lie for profit. And that profit doesn't necessarily mean money. It can mean narrative.
Well, that's the point, Dan. And then I think that's why, we're discussing this hashtag, because, we have been saying forever, and I know you want to take a quick break, Jack, so I'll just put this up real fast. We've been saying it forever, and nobody gives a damn. Well, women have been sitting back and saying, we don't like this either. And finally, someone said it, and eventually everybody said, hey, I agree with that. I want to agree. I want to say that too. I've been wanting to say that. I want to say that. And that's the beauty. That's what I love about it. That's what makes it so exciting, is if you were to just take a random number and say 100,000 tweets, 90,000 are probably females that are tweeting this shit. And that's what's beautiful about it. Because feminism doesn't equate to women. It's about an ideology. And women are starting to say, hey, we're done with this shit, and they're fighting back too, and that's great.
Yep.
I had just gotten done typing that in chat. Wow.
Great.
So, are you stealing my stuff, man? What's up?
No, dude. I typed that in before you even said the words.
Well, actually, I'm a speed reader. I cheated. No, actually, I didn't, but that's pretty cool.
All right, James, are we ready to go to a break, brother?
Yeah, man, we're going to go to a break. We're going to listen to a nice little piece of music here. It's going to be about 4 minutes and 27 seconds long, and away we go!
And we're back, everybody. Danny and Al, did you make it through the break?
I did.
Yes, I was, patriarchal pleasuring myself, but yes, I did. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. I hope you were looking at some of the pictures of these women on the Women Against Feminism hashtag.
That might have been pedophilia because most of those are probably under 18 too. So no,
well, that's. No, I was talking about the adult women who were actually coming out against feminism. You know?
Oh, okay, yes. Those women were actually turning me on because they were like women.
Oh,
yeah, they were adults.
I actually had a woman who is like a cam show. I actually ran across. I actually came across a woman, a feminist, a female feminist tweeter who was. Or twatter, because she's involved in the webcam industry, sex webcam industry, and apparently she needs feminism so that she can sell her panties and flash her coochie on camera.
Okay, and
yes, she did answer. Like I said, I came across her, so maybe I don't know. I was patriarchal pleasuring. I don't know, but it was kind of interesting.
Danny, were you massaging your little patriarchy?
My mini patriarchy, yes.
That is so rapey.
Don't let Dr. T hear you. She hates that word.
Yeah.
You'll be in trouble.
But Al, you were talking in the back room a moment ago about these women who are coming out against feminism, about how you're happy to see it. Why don't you tell us a little more about that?
Well, I wish I could remember what I said because it made everybody all excited, and I think we all tossed off in unison. But anyways, I don't. That's what I love about this whole thing the most is that it's women that are coming out and saying, look, you don't speak for us. We don't agree with this. We don't prescribe to this. And we're sick and tired of you calling our men rapists and beasts of burden and useless and blah, 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 yakety yak. And the reason why the feminists are getting all freaky about it is because they have this house of cards built. And it's a beautiful, beautiful house of cards that's perpetuated and built on the backs of us with our money. And now the women that they're supposedly speaking for, because you know how they transfer between feminism and women. They always, if you say you're against feminism, you're against women. That's not true. And that's what this house of cards is crumbling now. Because women are saying, no, we don't like feminism. Feminism isn't about us. It isn't about women. It isn't about us, and we don't like it. And I love that that's happening. And I just hope it continues to the point where all of mainstream media picks it up and just goes bonkers with it.
Yep. What do you have to say about that, Dan? Are you there, Dan?
Yep. Sorry, I had my mic muted there. But yeah, the HuffPo the HuffPo poll there came back with like 77% of women don't identify as feminists, and what the really telling thing is, I find, is that the vast majority of people who don't identify as feminists agree with equality. So what's wrong with this issue here? Maybe it is feminism. Maybe feminism needs to, take a look in the mirror that they are the problem who are holding back equality.
But their narrative is crumbling, though. That's what's beautiful about it. Is you say I don't you say you don't agree with feminism as a man, and it's automatically the go-to. You hate women, but now they can't use that. They can't use that argument because women are saying it, and that's screwing them up.
Well, they tried to. They were trying to. They were trying to say it was internalized misogyny and all that bullshit. But
yeah, and they got guys behind them with poles up their backs, forcing them to say this. But whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, it didn't work. It just everybody went no.
Yeah, you've heard of the shotgun wedding? Well, this would be like the shotgun feminism.
Well, yeah. Actually, the name of this show, I don't know if I told you guys, but is feminists shoot themselves in the twat over hashtag women against feminism. So all you feminists out there, granddad's old 12 gauge sitting in the corner, that's not a sex toy. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Bad. But anyways, yeah. A ton of women are coming out saying, "Whoa, feminism, you're full of horse shit. You ain't speaking for me."
And that's the beauty of it. That's what I love. And they can't grasp. They can't grab them by the balls because there are no balls to grab. They can't say, "Oh, you hate women. Oh, let's get this guy fired," and blah blah blah. They can't do it. They have nothing. They don't have a leg to stand on. The house of cards is crumbling. Because they don't have an argument.
What else is
so simple? Just to say you hate women.
You know what else is really kind of cool, and this reminds me of, is remember a while back?
Oh no!
Who's Dan?
Oh no!
Oh man, he was going to say something good too.
He was.
Hello,
there you are.
Yeah, no, you remember a while back that Alison Timon wrote an article, Feminism, the Misogyny That Dareth Not Speak Its Name? This is that in action.
There you go.
Yes.
This is misogyny against women by feminists. You can't have a choice.
Okay, I want to do a quick recap here. Number one, it's misogyny against women. Number two, women are coming out and starting to speak out about this, and it's ruining feminist narrative. But there's another aspect to this, guys. Feminists have built their house of cards on women are oppressed, right? I mean, I had one over tell me this, that women are still very much extremely oppressed. And these women are saying, no, we're not oppressed. You're full of shit. That's another aspect of this that makes their house of cards crumble. Exactly. And they know, in order for feminism to survive, they know they've got to shut these women up and shut them down. And by doing that, they're exposing who and what they really are.
And that's the beauty, really. I mean, yep. I keep saying it, but I can't come up with any other way to say it. It's fucking beautiful because they don't have an answer. It's a no-win situation. Yes, it's great.
for the feminist anyway, it's a no-win situation.
And it'd be great if it was just just us guys doing our thing and save the world for the MRAs and all the men in the world and men and boys and blah blah blah. But let's be honest, we know we're logical people at AVFM, at least I think, and a lot of the MRAs out there that aren't a part of AVFM are as well. That we know that for this ideology to be crushed, for this house of cards to be burnt down. Figuratively, of course. Please don't copy that out, you some freaking wacko. Women have to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And finally, women are actually a part of it. And granted, okay, so it's just a Twitter thing going spazzo. That's a start. That's a start. I mean, the honey badgers, that's a start. The women that showed up at the conference, that's a start. The more and more women that come out and say, you don't speak for me, and oh, by the way, feminism is not the same thing as women. Shut up. And that is, you can't get better press than that.
Yep. Danny, what was you going to say?
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely, Al's hitting all the nails there. Yes, women in the movement. We were actually... fuck this man-woman dichotomy. People in the movement, regardless. No qualifier there. If they're logical thinking, rational thinking, and they're nonviolence and for equal treatment, rights and responsibilities, compassion, care, and consideration between the sexes. Hey, fuck! Bring them on,
guys. I'm going to throw an idea out there. And I think this is the most important idea that we can take from this. Society is ready for feminism to be over. Society is ready for actual equality. What do you guys think?
I'm going to jump in first because I've been kind of doing that a lot lately today. I agree to a point. I don't think equality, 100% equality of all races, colors, creeds, sexuals, blah, blah, blahs, I don't think that's actually ever going to be achievable. But we can get close to it. People are people. Humans are humans. We as a society can say, treating people because of their plumbing or because of their color or because of their attraction to a particular gender is not relevant anymore. And we can get past all that, and I think that's great. But as far as the whole utopian world of everybody's treated equal and equality for all, I don't think that's really ever going to be possible.
Well, I was meaning equality under the law.
Okay,
I think people are ready for at least they're ready for a conversation. To have a conversation about real equality under the law, and not this. Well, these people were oppressed in the past, so we've got to give them special privileges over the people who oppressed them. That's not equality. I think people are ready to have that conversation about real equality.
No, that's great. Yeah, I agree, Jack. I stand corrected. Yes, definitely.
Oh, it was my fault. I didn't make myself clear. But anyway, Danny boy, what do you got to say? We're getting close on time here.
Equal treatment under the rule of law, equal representation, equal taxation. We can achieve a lot of equal treatment towards everybody. Equality, that's going to be difficult because no two people are equal. But we can treat them equal. Okay? I think that's what kind of might be what we're kind of talking about here. And as far as whether or not society is ready to have a conversation without feminism, without being under the feminism lens, hell yeah, they are. They've been having it all along. It's the feminism's just had their head in the sand thinking that they ain't.
Yep.
They definitely... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got something to add to the discussion here. When we talk about equal treatment under the law, fine. We'll worry about exactly what that means some other time. understand that the enemy of our enemy is not our friend. And when we see this recent pushback against feminism by other sectors, we need to keep in mind that those sectors may be very invested in reintroducing or continuing, in some sectors of society, gynocentric norms.
Good voice, yes, very
and
good.
They see feminism as a threat to that. So
Yes.
keep that in mind. Let them do our dirty work. And when the field is narrowed, folks, we know we need to take the fight elsewhere. Because feminism is just part of the problem.
Yes.
Agreed. Definitely.
Yes. Yes. All right, we're coming real close to the end of the show. I wanted to get a shout out to Sage Gerard over to Force for Men. Guys, go over there. Look for a story at the top of the page there about Sage's fundraiser for his conference down in Kennesaw State University. Throw him a few bucks. He needs it. He's doing great work. He's getting these issues on college campuses here in the United States. We need to support him all we can. And with that, I'm going to turn the floor over to you two guys. We'll wrap it up. Let's make it quick.
I just want to say, I'm Batman.
You're Batman. Danny boy?
Take the red pill, folks. Keep it on the straight and narrow. Don't ever turn down an opportunity to call a feminist out on their bullshit.
Exactly.
Here,
Al,
here.
thanks for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it. And ladies and gentlemen oh, you're welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, take the red pill, and we'll see you next week.
Dan and Jack hope you have enjoyed this episode of Blue Collar Red Pill. The song The Last Ones by the band Jazar is used under Creative Commons license and has been modified for this show. Please visit antimisandry.com and avoiceformen.com for more information on the men's human rights movement.